brochures.
Yeah. Again, there's going to be a lot of footage cut into this anyway. A lot of B-roll footage. I was actually here shooting yesterday.
Okay.
Okay, so if you're ready?
I'm ready.
There is a water there I brought for you.
Oh, okay.
If you're thirsty, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Is that looking right then?
Am I good? Should I shift over to this side?
No, you're fine. Where you were, just go back there. Your voice is very strident. You might want to lower the sound level a bit. I want you to listen to
Yeah, I
it.
have a loud voice.
You have a very strident, a very piercing on mic.
Go ahead.
Hello.
Go ahead and answer me. What's your position in place of business?
I am the Vice President of Marketing for Capital City Lake Murray Country.
That should be
Okay, you all right?
Yeah, because I can alter that.
Okay, okay.
In editing.
I'm not
it's a
saying
great.
critical or anything.
Oh, I understand. If you need to
That mic.
lower that.
That mic picks up a lot of things.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, if you need to lower the volume,
No,
you can
I
do that.
it in post,
You can
yes.
do that during
Absolutely.
your
Yeah.
gathering everything. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm just gonna look at you, right?
Yeah, just
Okay.
look at me. I'll just as normal, just like we're talking, I'm gonna ask you questions. You just tell me
Okay.
about the visitor center, okay?
Okay. Go ahead.
So what is your name?
My name is Janie Baker, and I am the Vice President of Marketing here at the Capital City Lake Murray Country Regional Tourism Office.
Where is the Capital City Lake Murray Country Visitor Center located?
The Visitor Center is located at 2184
We're gonna do that one again.
because of that.
So where is the visitor center located?
The Visitor Center is located at 2184 North Lake Drive. It sits across the street from Lake Murray.
Perfect. How long have you been with the visitor center?
I've been with this organization for 14 years. Started in 2001.
Perfect. Thank you. So what does your professional role entail? What do you do for the visitor center?
As the Vice President of Marketing, I am responsible for assisting with the marketing plan, executing the social media campaign that we have here, all of our social media outlets, as well as putting together a 60-page visitor guide for visitors.
That was the other thing I wanted to tell you, Janie. I may not ask you to elaborate on the questions. Again, that's only because these aren't part of the questions. So if you say something and I don't ask you to elaborate, or I don't ask about what you've just given me the answer to, that's why, okay?
Okay. Actually, let me do that one over.
Okay, yeah.
Hold on, what was it?
So that was,
Entail.
Mark on the second.
Oh, I don't need to know that then.
Okay.
So what does your professional role entail?
As the Vice President of Marketing, I am responsible for handling the marketing campaign.
Is that the truck?
Yeah, too much rumble.
It's
in the
too
back.
much.
That
Okay.
is crazy what that mic can pick up. Okay, so we'll do that one more time. What does your professional role entail?
As the Vice President of Marketing, I'm responsible for executing the marketing campaign that we have here, the social media. We also produce a 60-page visitor guide in-house, and I also design all of the ads that come out of here, print media as well as online ads.
Thank you. We'll not worry about the truck sounds.
Okay.
That's kind of stuff that's just one of those
Okay.
things we can't stop that from happening.
I try to get it
Yeah, I'm
in
trying
the back.
I'm probably gonna be playing music softly as well, so that's gonna cut out a lot of stuff that we can't control. Okay, so when was the visitor center established? So before, after it was the Lorick Home Plantation? I mean, I know it's still the Lorick Home.
The organization was established in 1981.
1981. Okay. And how old is the dwelling itself? So how old is the Lorick Home?
I think we're in the 1840s. This home was built in the 1840s.
1840s. I'm gonna ask you that again, okay? How old is the dwelling itself?
The Lorick Plantation home was built in the 1840s.
Perfect, thank you. Where was the dwelling located prior to its move in 1995, and why did the Recreation Association decide to move it from its original location?
I almost want to read this paragraph to you, but
No problem. Again, if that is something that you,
well, it's a complicated story.
is it?
Yeah. Okay.
You ready?
The Lorick Plantation home was donated by the Love family back in 1995 and was moved to this location at 2184 North Lake Drive from St. Andrews Road.
That's perfect. Perfect. Do you know why it might have been moved? Was it just a case of,
The home was moved here to serve as a visitor center.
so that was actually me asking, because I wasn't, no, I
Yeah.
was, Googling,
It was
the
moved
home.
here. It was donated to serve as a visitor
So
center.
they had, once it was donated, they thought, oh, we'll just move it off the original property and transfer it here.
Well, the site on St. Andrews Road was not a good site for a visitor center. It sat back from the road. And to serve as the Lake Murray Visitor Center needed to be closer to the lake.
Yeah, perfect.
The actual location is about where the St. Andrews Library is on St. Andrews Road, and it sat very far back from the road.
Is it?
Yeah,
I'm wondering if you can still get text. I might go out there and,
you probably can.
yeah. Okay, perfect.
I'm not sure that you're going to be able to find any remnants of where it was because it's totally been, modernized.
Yeah.
But it certainly was back there and not a good spot for a visitor center.
Right. So that's essentially what.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I didn't know if it may have been a case of like it was the home because it was so old in that area because they were building up. So we'll move it,
Right.
and then it was donated. So okay, that makes perfect sense. Thank you.
And I can tell you more information about it. The lady, Helen Green Love, and her husband, James Love, relocated. They were the ones that donated the home. If
Right.
you would like to know that information. No. Okay.
I mean, you could.
She's
yeah, I
she's
guess technically-
actually in a nursing home up there at
If you give that location, could you be looking at him?
Yeah.
It's okay, Dad. It's all right because I can again. This is stuff that I can just
Okay.
cut into B-roll footage. That actually is the next question. So before the visitor center was established, who owned the dwelling before it was donated to Lake Murray Tourism and Recreation Association? So I will ask you that. And then
Okay.
you can just answer it. It was the Love family.
Okay.
Was that okay? Can you hear that music, Dad?
No,
Okay.
I can hear little voices in the background, but not
That's
overall.
okay. Again, I'm going to cover this all with music. Okay, so before the visitor center was established, who owned the dwelling before it was donated to Lake Murray Tourism and Recreation Association?
Helen Green Love and her husband, James Love, owned the home and donated it to us to use as a visitor center.
That's perfect, Jamie. That's perfect. That's exactly how I wanted that. How the answers I wanted, kind of how I want them to go. So I understand your concern about the Civil War question.
Yeah,
it
I'm
was
just-
a little bit awkward.
Yeah.
I guess I was trying to get to this one, so I was trying to gap the
Okay.
bridge the gap. So we'll just go straight into the next one. So if you could, for this question, I'm gonna ask if was the home ever damaged as a result of the Civil War? If you know anything about General Sherman and his troops being here and using the home while they were camped
Right.
at the original plantation and what they did inside the home, bringing the carcasses of the animals. If you know anything about that, go ahead and answer it. So
Sherman did stay at this home during the Civil War, and we do have a spot in our dining room where he tried to burn the house down, and the floor in the dining room, it's evident where the burning took place because the hardwoods lie differently than the rest. But so that's evidence that Sherman did come in and try to burn the house down during the war.
so do you know how they tried to burn it down? Do you know how exactly they tried to burn it down, or?
You mean,
Like, did they, what I'm trying to get, they brought the coals out of the fire?
right,
Yeah.
right. They used the coals from the fire to try to burn the house down.
Perfect, thank you, Jim. Okay, just a few more here. So, after the war, what was the property's main function? So for this question, I'm kind of getting around the racetrack. Basically, if you know anything about the racetrack, the races,
Yeah.
you can say,
Hold on, I think some of that's in here.
is it?
Mm-hmm. I don't know too much about that racetrack. Oh, well, actually, hot coals are dragged across the wooden floor. There's some. I don't think it goes into the racetrack in here.
What you could do, Jamie, if,
I just know that it was used as a, well, I can, what do you know?
all I know about it is that when, I don't think, so it was the Loves who
I don't-
donated
I
the
don't know
home,
that-
but was it, the
could
son
ask
of
Miriam.
the Loricks?
I don't think
Was
so.
it Michael Lorick? He might have, he bought the plantation back and then he built the race. To be honest with you, I might exit that one out.
I
because
would,
really
because it's
nothing
a
to do
little,
with the-
it's a little
nothing-
confusing. What I know is that Camden's a hot horse spot, and so is Aiken. And what I know about the story is that this area and this home was a stopping point, and folks that were traveling back and forth from Camden to Aiken used the home as a resting spot.
Right.
And the horses that were being raced, that's, but as far as it being like a functional racetrack, I'm not so sure.
Yeah, I think.
I think that was more of in Aiken and Camden.
Gotcha.
But I do know that families, used it as a stopping point. So therefore, I mean, their horses were out there. But I would hate to put some misinformation out there about it being used as a racetrack.
Well,
And
reading that question again, I think, to be honest with you, that was more about the property it was on there, rather
Right.
than it being here. So, yeah, that's fine, we
Okay.
can exit that one out. So, we're gonna go into the actual visitor center itself now. So, what is the main purpose of the Capital City Lake Murray Country Visitor Center and Museum?
the Capital City Lake Murray Country Visitor Center is one of the visitor centers around the state that welcomes visitors, and we promote tourism for the area for Richland, Lexington, Newberry, and Saluda County.
That's perfect, because that was actually my next question there. What counties? I'm gonna actually ask you it separately, so
Okay.
just so I know I can follow myself when I go to edit. What counties? What counties does the community footsteps?
No.
You good? You good? Okay. What counties does Capital City Lake Murray Country promote to its visitors?
Capital City Lake Murray Country promotes the 4 counties that surround Lake Murray: Richland, Lexington, Newberry, and Saluda.
Perfect. Thank you, Jamie. You're doing awesome. Thank you. So, what's that?
It's looking good.
I actually wanted to have a look. Jenny, can you do me a favor? Can I just look that way, like you're looking at me? Perfect. Okay. Oops. Okay. So what can visitors expect when visiting your location? So when they visit the center.
When visitors come to the center, we offer them all kinds of visitor information about the region. We can assist with making hotel reservations. We can assist with getting them on a boat on Lake Murray. So we are a visitor center offering all kinds of information to help them while they're here.
Perfect. Thank you. So this one's slightly different. What can visitors expect when visiting the area as a whole? So rather than just the location, the 4 counties here by Lake Murray.
What can they expect
Yeah,
when visiting the area?
Yeah, as far as, we could probably go into the next question and kind of take it into the next question.
The more popular attractions.
Yeah,